Fowler, how are you this morning?
I'm doing awesome. How about yourself?
Doing well. Thank you for asking. Again, appreciate you joining us on the call this morning. Before we get to any questions, can you give us kind of your thoughts on this season so far, going back to the non-conference season and now about 4 or 5 games in the conference play? Where's your team stand right now?
Yeah. Well, we came into the season with some lofty expectations, after having a strong finish in Sun Belt play last season. Unfortunately, we've lost Marquita Daniels, who was a first-team preseason all-conference player. Savannah Jones, who was a promising freshman, tore ACL probably 2 or 3 weeks, right before we went home for the Christmas break. And, so we've been trying to fill our roles and everything's kind of adjusted a little bit. I thought our non-conference schedule really prepared us for the Sun Belt as we came into it. And so we haven't had, really any surprises as far as being able to play at the level of that Sun Belt that we expect to with our opponents in the league. But, we're still just trying to fill our way. We got 13 games left remaining in the conference season, and people are filling different roles, and we're still trying to find our way right now.
Yeah, Coach, you mentioned your non-conference schedule. A lot of teams on that schedule from multi-bid conferences across the nation. What specifically did that do to prepare you for this conference stretch?
Well, it just got us prepared. I mean, we opened up at Florida, went from there to Central Florida. You see North Carolina State was on our schedule, and, they play us, and then they go and beat Notre Dame, and then they beat Florida State right after they play us. So it just prepared us. And then just not even the multi-bid leagues. You're talking about Jacksonville University, who was in the NCAA tournament last year. Even those games, the Jacksonville's, UAB's, Southern Mississippi, those are games that are Sun Belt type games. And so, again, we didn't play a lot of non-Division ones, and we were just prepared to play the Georgia Southern, Georgia State, Texas State, UTAs, and Detroit so far. They're just the difference in the game hasn't been as much as, in previous schedules we've had.
Coach, so far your defense has been leading the charge, number 2 in the conference in scoring defense. What's been the key to the success of your defense this season?
That's just our bread and butter, and, it doesn't hurt when you have the reigning Defensive Player of the Year in China Ellis in the back. And she just allows our players to have a lot of confidence out on the perimeter that knows she's protecting the rim for us. And that's what we hang our hat on. We know we have to bring that every day. We're having difficulty scoring the basketball, but we know if we can play the type of defense that we want to and we expect to, that we give ourselves a chance.
Coach, you mentioned China Ellis, second in the league, leads the league in block shots per game. How does she allow your defense to, be aggressive on the front end so that when drivers do get past, they don't have opportunities to get to the rim?
Yeah, like I said, our young ladies understand that she's back there. She does a great job of anticipating and just seeing the entire flow of the game. She sometimes have a tendency to kind of overhelp, but she just does an outstanding job of being where she needs to be when she needs to be there.
Coach, your upcoming schedule has you going to Arkansas State and Little Rock this upcoming week. Can you preview those 2 matchups for us?
Yeah, Arkansas State, they graduated 6 seniors last year. Really been one of the top teams in our conference since I've entered the league. And I know they're kind of going through a transition right now, but they're a very talented group of young ladies, freshmen that are playing extremely hard. Watching them on film, they play hard. They still have the culture of what Arkansas State wants to do and what Coach Boyer is trying to do with their program. They present a lot of different problems in the fact that they kind of play 4 guards and dribble drive, some things that are difficult to guard. When we play traditionally with 2 big post players. shoot the ball extremely well on the perimeter, and they're always tough at home. So we got our hands full at Arkansas State. Little Rock, they haven't missed a beat. I mean, they just their players just keep progressing through the program, and now you got Caitlin Pratt playing at an all-time high level. And, they're just going to be tough and solid defensively. It's going to be difficult to score against them. But the thing that's different about them this year is they're really scoring the basketball at a high rate for them, and they're difficult at home. So it's a challenging weekend. It's something we're looking forward to, but it presents its problems.
Coach, this year's a little bit different in Sun Belt play as all teams are coming to the tournament in March. What's it mean for your team to know that you'll be here in March competing for a conference title?
It gives you a little bit of, confidence knowing you're going to have that chance in the tournament play to make a run. If you're playing well late in the season, that you still have the opportunity to have a chance to do some damage at the conference tournament and get yourself in a position to maybe win the tournament and get to the NCAA tournament. It's one of those deals where right now, hey, we're trying to get in one of those top 4 spots so that we can have a bye. But it just gives you a lot of confidence, and and you can plan, and you can prepare. Your fans know that you're going to the tournament, so it eases a lot of tension.
All right, Coach, we'll take a question here from Whitney Hayworth of the Sunbelt Digital Network.
Morning, Coach.
Good morning.
It's been announced this week that the Sunbelt Conference, along with all the women's basketball head coaches, have come together in support of Angel Ellerkin to create an initiative to bring awareness to the battle that she's been fighting. And South Alabama will be hosting 2 games during that week next week. So can you just talk a little bit about what that initiative means and how you've seen Angel kind of fight through this battle and, as you play at home next week, how you hope to bring awareness to your fans and student body that'll be in attendance?
Sure. First of all, hey, prayers and thoughts always with Angel. Angel's been, since she entered the league, we had no prior relationship, and we just hit it off and become really good friends. Always been supportive of her, and she's been supportive of me as well. So first of all, just she's just an outstanding young lady with a great coaching staff, and I know during the summer she couldn't go out and recruit, and we always kind of saw her staff and would always check in and ask about her. It's an honor for me, the fact that we're hosting 2 games. So I'm excited about being able to do that. Cancer has been something that's, it always touches somebody. I've had a former player who's had, breast cancer, and so it's always been something we've always tried to go out and make sure we have awareness of it and try to do things positive in the community. I'm excited we have an opportunity to work with the American Cancer Society with this initiative and the 3-point challenge. So we're looking forward to next week. We're actually having our kids game, doing one of those. And so we're just excited about being able to go out and help with this cause.
Thank you very much.
Well, Coach, that's all the questions we have for you this morning. We appreciate your time as always, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you.